Sunny back again with another video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification when I do go live, when I drop all the latest vibes. Guys, we got another movie review. This Sunday we saw Venom, The Last Dance. Will this be the last dance? Will this be the last we see of Venom? This is the third installment of the Venom series. First we had Venom, obviously. Then the second was Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And now we have Venom, The Last Dance. Some spoilers ahead, but for the most part, I'll try to keep it like pretty much just like give you guys the basis of the movie. So the Venom movie opens up with like desolate land. It almost is like the upside down from the Stranger Things. We get introduced to this character named Null. Null is kind of like a god eater. He says he's a god killer, a world ender, pretty much like a Thanos in a sense. Like he has a vendetta. Null was betrayed and trapped by the symbiote children, so they have trapped him for all eternity on their original planet, and then they escape, to find refuge wherever else they could. Null needs the Codex to be free to pretty much take over again, take out the symbiotes who trapped him. The Codex is what came to be when Venom brought Eddie back to life in the original one. Null sends hunters they're almost like time portals. Like Null senses the Codex, and the creatures literally they track by the Codex. Null sends hunters via time portals named xenophages. They can see this Codex when Eddie is pretty much in his form of Venom. Venom could be miles and miles away, but if he goes into his form, if Eddie goes into the Venom form, it immediately will, the xenophage will literally get alerted and like be able to immediately know where it is and just dart to it, right? Eddie's on the run. It opens up with Eddie being sent to another multiverse, back to his original multiverse, talking to a barkeeper. Him and Venom like making a bloody martini. I think he's in Mexico, and he has his first encounter with Thugs. We get a funny little battle. Obviously, some like great little backdrop rock and roll music. Find out that Eddie has been framed for the death of Officer Mulligan. He's pretty much being hunted by the FBI across the whole world. He's in Mexico at this time, but he's like, where should we go that like no one would expect us to go? Which is kind of strange. He suggests that they go to New York, and Venom's like, oh, I always wanted to see the Statue of Liberty. So they pretty much just set out on a quest to go to New York. The military, who is led by Strickland, they literally find Mulligan. He is still alive, and they save him by injecting him with the symbiote. In this Area 51 like location, they have literally captured all the other symbiotes that crash landed on Earth. I guess maybe in the end of the first or maybe beginning of the second, whatever that timeline was. So at this Area 51 like desolate underground base, they have all the symbiotes. Mulligan, aka the symbiote, is pretty much just giving exposition about what's going on and what's to come as far as Null, the xenophages, the Codex, etc., etc. There's also this scientist, Dr. Teddy Payne. You get like this opening, like introduction to her with like a nightmare or like a memory where her and her brother were on the beach and she got struck by lightning, but yet it killed her brother. And her brother was supposedly supposed to go to be an astronaut, go like to NASA. And so then I guess it in turn led her to want to pursue that career. A big complaint about the movie was that a lot of the battles are dark and you really can never see anything, but there are battles during the daytime, afternoon, and nighttime, and they're actually well lit. You can see Venom, you can see the fighting, you can see everything that you need to see. Mulligan and his symbiote are given exposition again, and we come to find out that he says that if Eddie or Venom dies, or Eddie or the symbiote dies, then the Codex dies too. So then Strickland, he gets this idea of like, oh, well then I'll just kill Eddie and then we'll be done. If the Codex is retrieved and it goes to Null, then that's the end of the world. It's pretty much one of those like, oh, if the bad guy gets this item, it's the end of the world. The thing that kept getting me with the xenophage, it kept seeming like no one was like paying attention. Like on the initial introduction to the xenophage, less than 50 yards from Eddie, after the initial introduction, that we see him fight those thugs in Mexico, and we see the xenophage literally like right behind him in a building. Like these characters, these xenophages are big, like they're hard to miss. Xenophage literally just kind of just move through the whole world with no repercussion, no reaction by humans. It was never detected by humans. The military never pursued the creature. It's pretty much they're just trying to pursue Eddie and his symbiote. Pretty much, it's like there's no focus on that monster who we just saw take out their whole team. The Xenophage is a dope design. Like I said, it's almost like a Kraken scorpion mixture. Ruthless, is nasty and lethal. It has like a grinder type rows of teeth. Like they literally start like turning, and when it eats something, you literally see like the remains of whatever it ate like spew out the back of its head or like its skeleton. Like it's vicious. Like I like it. I won't spoil too much of the great end battle, but also there's a knock because there was some missed opportunities with the symbiotes and like the power balances. And I feel like a lot of the symbiotes were immediately picked off, where the battle could have been either swayed or just like greatly extended and like more like grandiose. There's a fire one. There's an electric speedster type one. There's even a version where there's like two of them. There's like a twin where they come together and you see both their heads. And but there's more than that, which is crazy enough. But it's like they didn't really dive into like the variety and the complexity of symbiotes and their abilities at that battle. And like I said, the creature seems to be undetected. And like at the end, when they finally capture Eddie in Vegas, literally the monster just follows them right back to the Area 51 base. And it's like no one saw this again. This creature is huge. I would say it's at least 20 feet tall. There's a family that we meet. They're like a hippie family, all organic and all that. And the dad, Martin, he believes in like UFOs, and that in this movie Area 51 is being decommissioned. We also, another cool thing that happened, we see how the symbiote can take over and embody multiple life forms, including horses that you see from the trailer, and we even see like fishes and some other things. Really cool that they did great work with the CGI. The Xenophage also has like a great like way, the way they make him regenerate and like grow his limbs back is pretty dope. I won't spoil the way they do it, but it's great. Like I said, great CGI, well lit. You get to see everything. You guys are in the post credits. There are 2 post credits at the end of this movie. But yeah, in conclusion, would I tell anyone to go watch this movie? Yes, actually, out of every Venom movie, I would say this one is like 1A and 1B with the very first one. Carnage, we're not even counting that one. I would definitely recommend go seeing this. Things that we missed in the other 2, they brought it. Obviously, you can't be perfect. Main question is this actually the last dance? I give it a 6.5. Yeah, comment down below if you guys did go see this, what your rating was, what your thoughts and opinion on it was. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification when I do go live, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.